Imagine a killer so elusive that the police had him in custody, twice, and still let him go. A man so cunning that he blended into society for decades, leaving behind a trail of unsolved murders. This isn't a Hollywood movie plot. This is the real story of Israel Keyes, the serial killer who had no pattern, no motive, and no mercy. The serial killer who planned the perfect murders. The name Israel Keyes may not be familiar to you, but once you delve into the dark recesses of his life and crimes, you will find it hard to forget. Keyes was not just another criminal, he was a methodical and cold-blooded predator who left a lasting scar on the annals of criminal history. Israel Keyes wasn't your typical serial killer. He had no specific victim type, no clear location, and no emotional connection to his crimes. He was a ghost. Keyes traveled across the US, hiding kill kits, buckets filled with weapons, cash, and tools, years before he even chose a victim. This meant he could fly to another state, dig up his kit, murder a stranger, and disappear without leaving a trace. He was a ghost, a phantom who haunted the highways and byways, preying on the innocent and unsuspecting. His ability to blend into the background, to become virtually invisible, was one of his most terrifying traits. He could be anyone, anywhere, at any time, and this made him a constant threat. Traditional profiling techniques failed to capture his essence because he defied categorization. He was not driven by the usual compulsions or psychological triggers that define most serial killers. Instead, he was a meticulous planner who took pleasure in the act of killing itself. His crimes were calculated, meticulously planned, and executed with chilling precision. He was not driven by impulse but by a cold, calculated desire to kill. Keyes was arrested in 2012 after a series of mistakes led law enforcement to him. During his interrogation, he confessed to multiple murders, revealing the extent of his heinous acts. Yet even in captivity, he remained an enigma, offering only glimpses into his twisted mind. What set Keyes apart from other serial killers was his lack of a signature. He didn't target a specific type of victim. He didn't follow a particular ritual. He was a chameleon, adapting his methods to each situation, making him incredibly difficult to track. Keyes traveled extensively, often thousands of miles, to find his victims. He would bury kill kits, caches of weapons, tools, and supplies in remote locations across the country, ready to be unearthed when the urge to kill struck him. In February 2012, a chilling event unfolded in the serene, snowy city of Anchorage, Alaska. The city, known for its breathtaking landscapes and tranquil winters, was about to be shaken to its core by a heinous crime. Israel Keyes, a name that would soon become synonymous with terror, chose his next victim. 18-year-old Samantha Koenig, a vibrant young woman with a bright future ahead of her, worked as a barista at a local coffee stand. She was known for her warm smile and friendly demeanor, making her a beloved figure in the community. On a cold February night, Keyes approached the coffee stand where Samantha worked. Under the guise of a customer, he waited until she was alone. Then, in a calculated move, he abducted her at gunpoint. The terror Samantha must have felt in those moments is unimaginable. Keyes took her to a secluded location, where he held her captive in a dark, confined space. The fear and despair she experienced during her captivity are beyond comprehension. But Keyes wasn't just content with the abduction. He embarked on a macabre game with the authorities, sending taunting messages and demanding ransom money. He meticulously planned his moves, ensuring that he stayed one step ahead of the investigators. The police were left scrambling, trying to piece together clues and track down the elusive criminal. In a cruel twist, Keyes sent Samantha's family a photograph of her holding a newspaper, attempting to make it seem like she was still alive. The photo was a heart-wrenching sight for her loved ones, who clung to the hope that she might still be rescued. But the reality was far more grim. Keyes then used Samantha's debit card, withdrawing money from ATMs across the country. Each transaction was a calculated move to throw investigators off his trail. The withdrawals spanned multiple states, making it difficult for authorities to pinpoint his location. The security camera footage from the ATMs showed a masked figure, adding to the frustration of the investigators. His actions were not just about evading capture, they were about asserting his dominance and control over the situation. The psychological torment he inflicted on Samantha's family and the investigators was a testament to his sadistic nature. The case of Samantha Koenig remains a haunting reminder of the evil that can lurk beneath a seemingly ordinary facade. Keyes was meticulous in covering his tracks. He used prepaid cell phones, stolen vehicles, and false identities to avoid detection. He varied his methods of killing, using guns, knives, and even his bare hands. He He would often dispose of bodies in remote locations, weighing them down in rivers and lakes, making them nearly impossible to find. He was a ghost, a phantom who moved silently and swiftly, leaving no trace behind. He was a master manipulator, able to blend into any crowd to appear normal and unassuming. He was a predator who studied his prey. Key's reign of terror finally came to an end in March 2012, thanks to a seemingly insignificant mistake. After murdering Samantha Koenig, he used her debit card to withdraw money from an ATM in Texas. This time, however, he slipped up. He used the card at a drive-through ATM and surveillance cameras captured a clear image of his vehicle. The image was circulated nationwide, and within days, Keys was apprehended during a routine traffic stop in Texas. Inside his vehicle, authorities discovered a chilling arsenal: a handgun, ammunition, a shovel, and other tools that pointed to his sinister activities.